Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Conjure Mama, and I'm back with another spell making video. And today I am going to teach you how I make a very simple reconciliation spell using honey jar. Of all the spells in the world, I feel like this one is the most requested one, the most requested spell. A lot of people, whenever they send me a message, it's almost 80% sure that they are going to ask for a reconciliation spell. Um, Whether they want to reconcile with an ex lover, or a husband or a wife, an estranged husband or wife or partner, or a friend who doesn't want to talk to them again, family member, anything. But it's always about reconciliation. And so I thought, okay, why not teach them how to make a simple honey jar or a simple reconciliation spell? Um, so for this spell, I'm going to do a honey jar spell, and I feel like I've already mentioned this in my video before. When you do a honey jar spell or a sweetening jar spell, the main focus is to sweeten the disposition of a person towards you. So if you want a person to see you, or if you want a person to become sweeter towards you, if you want that person to, be nicer, to understand you more, you do a sweetening jar spell or a honey jar spell, because that is the whole point of the honey jar, of that work, of that spell. It's to make someone sweeter, to make your target sweeter. So that's the point of this reconciliation spell. It's to sweeten and to sweeten um, a person's attitude towards you. So if you broke up with someone and the relationship did not end in good terms, and um, you want to start talking to that person again, and you want to, you just want to be in a relationship with that person again, this is the spell that you can use. Also, this can be used for those people. For example, if you are in a relationship and you feel like the love is dying down, and you kind of want the sweetness to come back, the sweetness that was first there, but it's kind of wavering now. If you want that to come back, this is also a good spell to use for that kind of thing. It can also be used if, you know, someone is very mad at you. This is also a spell that you can use for that. And it's actually really simple. What you will need is, the essentials. So a glass jar. This is recycled. Like, there's still something written here. It's calendula, but anyway, this a glass jar with a tin lid, honey, um, a brown piece of paper, red pen or red marker, and a pink ribbon. And it has to be a pink ribbon. Okay, so you can go to an arts and crafts store to buy a pink ribbon, and it's easy to get one. You need a pink ribbon for this spell, and then a red candle, because you'd have to light a candle on top of this jar later. Okay, so these are the basics. These are the things that you will need for this spell. But if you want, depending on your intention and depending on your situation, you can also add, additional things like rose petals. If this is about love, if you want someone to start loving you again, you can add rose petals, or you can also use lavender if you want someone to calm down. So you can do that if someone is mad at you and you want them to calm down. You can add some lavender to this. But I am going to stick to the basics. Okay, So first things first, what you have to do is you have to write down the full name of your target, and underneath that, their date of birth. Since I'm not doing this for real, you know what it is, I am going to use John Doe. So John Doe. And the date of birth, I'm just going to write January 27, 1990. There. So I wrote the name of the target. So the name of the target, full name of the target, and their date of birth. And underneath that, you have to write your full name and your date of birth as well. So since, again, I'm not doing this for real, I'm just going to write Jane Doe. Jane Doe. And the birthday is, just an example, February 21, 1991. So it's like this. So your full name and your date of birth. And then after you have written both names, you have to fold this paper as many times as you can. You can do it for 3 times, but if your paper is kind of big, then you can fold it more so that it doesn't have to be that big. So you're going to fold it moving towards you. Again, you have to fold it moving towards you like this because you are trying to attract something. You are trying to pull them back. You're trying to bring them back into your life. So you have to fold it moving towards you. If you are trying to send something away, you fold it moving outwards, But since you're attracting, you move it forward. So you have to fold it just so 1, and then turn it clockwise, and then fold it again, 2, and then turn it clockwise again, and then fold it again, 3. And then you have to get your ribbon. I'm going to fold it again. Okay, so I'm going to fold it again just so, because this is the only piece of pink ribbon that I have, so I gotta make it work. But you're going to wrap that piece of paper with your ribbon, and while doing so, you have to talk to this piece of paper as if you are talking to your target. Imagine your target coming back to you. You can tell it that this person is always going to be with me. This person loves me. This person cannot live without me. This person misses me. Stuff like that. Whatever it is that you want to manifest. And then you can tie the ribbon 3 times. So again, while tying the ribbon, you have to keep on manifesting. You have to keep on thinking about your intention. So just think about what you want to happen. Imagine it. Imagine it as if it's already happening. Imagine it as if they're already there with you. And then once you're done, you get your jar. Put that piece of paper inside the jar. And then you have to pour some honey all over the jar. Since I'm not doing this for real, I am not going to waste the honey that I have. But you have to pour it all over this piece of paper, and you can fill up the jar at least up to here. So, to make sure that the paper is going to be coated with honey. So, fill it up to here, and then once that, just imagine this already has honey in it. So, pour it there, and then close the lid. And then what you have to do is you have to stick a red candle, or this red candle, on the lid. And then you have to light it up. So while you're lighting it up, you have to think about your intention. You have to visualize it happening. Um, think about what would you do, how you would feel when that person finally comes back into your life. Um, so you have to let it burn down. I highly suggest using a candle that is, a little bigger, a little thicker than this one, because you want the wax to coat the jar. You want the wax to seal the jar. That is the biggest point here. The wax needs to seal the lid of the jar. So I know someone is going to ask, what if you don't have any red candle? You can use white candle. What if you don't have pink ribbon? Try to find one. Try to find a pink ribbon. What if you don't have red pen? Don't stress it. Just use a black pen if that's what you have. Try to use what you have, okay? So that is basically it. Just to wait for it to burn down. And once it's all burnt down, what you can do is you can keep this jar underneath your bed or inside your drawer. And do not let anyone else see this jar. The reason for that is whenever someone sees something like this, they might start to think negatively about whatever it is that they see. They might start assuming things because of that, and that can work against your magic. Also, you want your magic to be pure. You want your magic to be clean, clear. And that's why it would be much better if no one else will see your spell jar. Also, another thing that you can do is whenever you feel the need to make that person sweeter more. So, for example, the spell starts working, right? And it starts to work. And you want to intensify its effects. What you can do is you can light another candle on top of the very same jar. Or for example, you want to amplify your energy. You want to charge the jar. You can light another candle on top of this jar to recharge it. One thing that you have to remember is that once the jar is closed, once that it has been sealed with candle wax, remember that you should never ever open it again, because opening the spell jar can reverse its effects. And when I say reverse, I do mean reverse. It might, turn things or make things worse. So if you are trying to, make someone love you more, if you're trying to make someone come back to you, if you were to open your jar, because, if you want to add something inside, and you open your jar, when I say reverse the effects, I do mean that you might start fighting, that it might turn physical, physical fighting. So do not open a spell jar. And that is it. That is the video for today. It's actually really, 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 really easy. So if you are going to try it, if you ever decide to try this reconciliation spell jar, then please tell me about it. Leave a comment down below. And if you do try it and it works for you, I would love to hear all about it. Just comment it down below. Also, If you have a spell that you want me to, or if you have a question about a spell and you want me to make a video about it, just comment down your question or your request below, and I will try to make that video for you. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. Anyway, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye.